An inquiry into the contaminated blood scandal has heard from Jason Evans from Coventry, who's been waiting years for an investigation and the chance to give evidence. Mr Evans' father was among thousands of people who died after being given blood infected with HIV and hepatitis during the 1970s and 80s. Peter Cooke reports.
After feeling silence for years, today Jason Evans said he's finally been heard. He was just 4 years old when his father Jonathan died after being infected with HIV from contaminated blood.
I have very few living memories of my father, but that one of the memories I do have is him dying alone, at his parents' house. AIDS had ravaged him, all the ill effects of that.
31-year-old Jonathan was one of thousands with haemophilia and other bleeding disorders who died from HIV and hepatitis after being treated during the 1970s and 80s, many at the Oxford Haemophilia Centre. Jason's parents were ostracised by their community and lived in fear.
My birth was completely marked by my dad's infection with HIV. Even on my birth record sheet there's a huge biohazard stamp on it. That was my mum's experience of having a child, was giving birth to a biohazard.
The inquiry, which started in 2019, has heard how Britain was struggling to keep up with demand for the treatment known as clotting agent factor VIII, so imported supplies from the US. But much of the human blood plasma used to make the product came from donors such as prison inmates. Made in huge vats from the plasma of thousands of people, it meant just one infected donation could contaminate the whole batch.
The campaigning has taken a hell of a lot of time, but I think even before I began, I didn't anticipate it would be easy, because if it was going to be easy, it already would have been done.
Victims and relatives want to know why warnings about the safety of the medicine may have been ignored and documents and patient records seemingly lost or destroyed.
I want official acknowledgement that my father's death could and should have been avoided, in which case he should still be alive today. And I want that for all of the families impacted by this.
Jason hopes his campaign will go some way to honouring the memory of his father and help make sure he's not forgotten. Peter Cooke, BBC Midlands Today.